Hello, my name is Daniel Head, and I want to welcome you to my intermediate Power Vinyasa yoga practice. But before we get started, I want to remind you that this practice is way more about quality rather than quantity, and I don't want you to feel any pressure of trying to keep up with the 3 yoga students that I have here with me today. I also want to recommend to really dedicate this time to your practice. Try to create an environment that is distraction-free, and this will really increase the quality of the whole entire experience. Also, if you have the chance, I'd like to warm up the room. So if you can, turn up the heat a little bit, and that's just going to help you feel more open, loose, and it'll be easier for you to get into the movements. So before we get started as well, I want to introduce you to my 3 yoga students that I have here with me today. I have Danica, I have Karen, and I have my wife Shauna. So get ready, this is going to be intense, but again, quality, not the quantity. Just do what you can, and it's going to work perfectly. All right, everybody. Let's get started in child's position today. I want you to sit back on your heels, relax your forehead on the floor. Take your arms either out in front of your head, or if you'd rather just down at your sides, that's fine. We're going to start this class off really simple and really easy. It's so important, before we really get rocking and rolling today, to actually spend a couple moments here. We want to use this time to switch our gears, to begin to settle down. I want you to start to actually block out everything else that's going on in your life. Everything you got done doing, everything you have to do after this practice. Clear your schedule out, clear your mind out. Give yourself your undivided attention. And I know this is a lot easier said than done. But the cool thing is we have a special technique. Everybody, we have our breathing. I want you to begin to narrow your focus down to your breath. All of your attention. I want you to start to control your breathing. Inhales, exhales, only through the nose from this point on. Deepen your breath. Get your lungs to be filled maximally, every single breath you take. When we start to work with our breathing, we start to bring our focus into the moment, into something that we're actually doing in this present time. And that's the whole point. We want to be conscious, we want to be present. So with your breath spilling through your nose, really deep, really free, I want you to make a commitment to that. And then from here, we're just going to start to move our bodies. We got a little focus going, we got ourselves centered with our breath. Now let's see if we can move and integrate this foundation into all the different poses that we go through today. And that's what's really going to make this yoga practice. It's going to infuse the qualities of being focused, as well as being calm. So from child's position, let's start moving, everybody. Let's take our arms out in front of our head, if they're not already there. Let's plant our palms the width of the shoulders. Tuck your toes under, and just simply press your knees right off the ground for that very first active pose, downward facing dog. You know, if you're new to down dog, you just want to make sure that you check out your hand position. Your hands are around the width of your shoulders apart. You spread your fingers as wide as they can be with your middle fingers pointed forward. And then kind of simply from there, just straightening your elbows, lifting your tailbone to the sky. And then just see how low you can get your heels to press towards the ground, but don't force that. And that's another huge thing about this class, right? Don't force anything. Okay, we try, we put our effort into it, but we don't want to jam or be overly aggressive with our bodies. This is about being intuitive. This is about listening to the wisdom of your body, about listening to what your body's telling you to do. So make sure you work with it. And now I'm not saying don't go for it. I'm just saying don't jam today. Now from here, let's take a massive breath through our nose and enjoy the last moment of this down dog. And then when you exhale, just very easy, put your knees on the floor. Good, I want you to bring your knees together. And I want you to open your feet wider than your hips. And then just let your butt cheeks sit right between your feet. Sitting nice and tall, we call this a Virasana. Your hands could either